right, welcome everyone. On behalf of Troop 53 and the Whittier family, I'd like to thank you for joining us in this joyous occasion. Today we are celebrating Tristan Whittier and his advancement or achievement of the rank of Eagle Scout. The Eagle is the highest recognition that Scouting offers to young men. It is earned through an advancement program that emphasizes outdoor skills, personal development, and service to others, with only a small percentage of young men earning this honor. The wearer of the Eagle Award is the epitome of Scouting's best efforts and beliefs. I've had the pleasure of watching Tristan grow through his Scouting career and look back proudly as I remember how hard Tristan worked at all his Scouting endeavors. Most young men, when they join Boy Scouts, have dreams of becoming an Eagle Scout. However, as their Scouting careers progress, some realize that they are pulled in other directions and lose focus on achieving rank. Tristan was always a hard-working Scout, not one that needed much guiding or discipline. It was easy to see from an early age that Tristan's hard work ethic would aid him in his push for Eagle. Now, like most of his Scouting friends, this happened much later than he and his parents would have liked, but clearly, in the end, the hard work paid off. This afternoon, it is with great pleasure that I join you in seeing Tristan Whittier reach the pinnacle of his Scouting efforts when he joins the company of Eagles.
Would everyone please rise for the presentation of the colors? Color guards, present the colors. Scout salute. Color guard, post the colors. You may be seated.
Of course, I know he just had you be seated, but would you all please stand again while I read the invocation? It's going to be an up and down. All right, may we pray. Dear God, we thank you for the opportunity to come together as family, friends, fellow Scouts on this significant day in the life of Tristan. Today is the day to celebrate the journey that was paved by friendships, challenges, struggles, and many bug bites. Today we think of the merit badges, the oaths, and the commitments that have helped to develop the character of this young man. Today we ask for your blessing on Tristan and his family, who supported and encouraged him, the Scouts who stood beside him and helped him, and his Scout leaders who directed and tutored him along the way, his friends that were there for him, and all the others that have crossed his path on this journey. Amen. Amen. Now, will the senior patrol leader please escort Tristan to the stage?
Everybody, please have a seat. I'm really liking this. This is a lot of fun. Anyway, it's my job. I don't know why it's my job. I've got people in this room that are ranked a lot higher than me, but I guess because I'm in the troop. I am a member of the exec board, the Daniel Webster Council, So I guess on behalf of that position, I am going to open this court of honor for Tristan Whittier, and we will proceed with making you sweat a little bit more. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So to start things off, we're going to do a little trail to eagle, because your trail was, you know, a long one because you waited, what, till the last minute?
Yeah.
So it was a very long trail to eagle. Tristan, when he was a Cub Scout, came to, at that time, Pack 53, sponsored by the American Legion here in town. And lucky for us, he brought along his parents. And one of the great things about the Cub Scouting program that I really appreciate is that we don't really bring in Cub Scouts, we bring in families. And the family unit is it's very important to me. And so when I bring in families to scouting and I see them grow with scouting, it really does my heart well. And so Tristan, like every Cub Scout, had the opportunity to do his Pinewood Derbies. Dad being a carpenter, he probably made every car, but we won't talk about that. But what was nice was that Mom and Dad decided that they wanted to be a part of this program, and so they had their own den, and they worked all the way from, you started as a bobcat and went on to a wolf, bear. Back then I think there were Weeps 1 and Weeps 2. And along the way we had our blue and gold dinners, and we brought the families in, and the pack had grown quite significantly over time. And I remember our blue and gold dinners took about 3.5 hours to get done, and we always did it on Super Bowl Sunday because we're not that bright. And so it was always a challenge to get everything wrapped up and out of there. By the time we were getting pies thrown in our face for popcorn sales and all that other stuff, it was just a mess. But you know what? We had a great, great time. And Tristan and his parents are there through the whole thing, his whole family for that matter. And you know, what really, what caught me about your Cub Scout history was the fact that you actually had some ranking, and you actually had some achievements. And believe it or not, when we look back on his history, I mean, when you look at how many he achieved in those 2 years of Wigglows, I mean, aquanaut, artist, athlete, citizen, communicator, craftsman, engineer, family member, fitness, forester. You start to see the development of a scout and some of the things he's going to accomplish. And it doesn't catch you at the time, but when you look back, you say, wow, you know, these are things that all make up something of an Eagle Scout someday. You got geologist, handyman, all in your Weeblos. Naturalist, outdoorsman, ready man, scholar, scientist, showman, sportsman, traveler. He's been around the block. I've seen him in his truck. He drives by me quite quickly, so he travels. He's a traveler. But I mean, this is what I'm talking about. I mean, here's a gentleman in Cub Scouts in 2 years of Weeblos that already had that desire to explore and to get into the program and see what it had to offer. So I hope I didn't abuse you too much, but these guys might.
Thank you.
Well, so after his illustrious career in Pack 53, he joined us in Troop 53. Let me just give a brief rundown here of, I'm not going to go through everything you've earned. That would be too long. It's apparent. It's on your chest, right? We can see that you've earned quite a bit. I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of what it takes to get to where he's at today, for those that don't know what the whole path to Eagle encompasses. A scout progresses through his career by earning rank, and the early ranks, scout, tenderfoot, second class, first class, are largely worked on as a patrol, right? So they work on it as a group. They learn the basic building blocks of the scouting career. You know, how to pitch your tent, how to set up your campsite, how to start a fire, proper hiking safety. I mean, these are all the basics of what the scout needs in order to make it through his career. Tristan, like most of the scouts with Troop 53, started off by going to summer camp. And as a first year at camp, there's a tradition in Troop 53 that we have all the new scouts take swimming. It is a hard merit badge to do on your own, and the waterfront here is a fantastic place to learn how to swim, or to at least learn the proper way to swim and to earn your merit badge. So Tristan was no exception. He earned his first merit badge swimming right down here at this waterfront, not the pond behind us, but a little bit further. And that was summer of 2014. It was a long time ago, wasn't it?
Long time ago, yeah.
Yep.
Long time ago.
So after earning the rank of first class, which Tristan did that March of 2015, the scout work transitioned from being a patrol-based to being more of an individual-based and self-directed, where the scout starts exploring what scouting has to offer, and that exploration is done in the form of earning merit badges. So in his career of trying to accumulate all those little badges on his chest there, the following summer, so after his first summer here, the following summer, the troop decided to have its own summer camp. It was one of those things that we put up to the senior scouts in the troop, and they said, we want to host our own. Little did they know that meant a lot more work for us adults in the troop, but hey, it was what they wanted, so that's what we did. The camp that we put on by design was a really busy program. We wanted to make sure that they were all tuckered out and in their racks early at night, so that we could just sit by the fire and decompress after a long day. So Tristan earned a number of merit badges during this summer camp, some of them including canoeing, kayaking, pioneering. I think those are the three that stuck out the most for me that year. I know the canoeing and kayaking was earned on a very eventful troop float down the Merrymeeting River, where Tristan learned to gracefully exit and then re-enter his kayak and canoe while not being near shore, right? So out in the middle of the Merrymeeting River, fighting off all the snapping turtles, he had to figure out how to get back into his canoe or get back into his kayak. I seem to recall quite a few of us getting wet that day, unintentionally and intentionally. So that was good. And I think in the slideshow later, you'll be able to see some of those pictures. I think one of the highlights for Tristan that summer camp, though, was apart from that massive water balloon war that we had, was the pioneering project that the troop worked on. The troop built a bridge across the brook that, we also used as a shower. Yep. Right? We built this bridge across this brook, and I'm pretty sure that bridge is still a fixture on that property today. I'm not sure all the knots are still as tight and tidy as they should be, but that would be fun to go out and take a look to see how that is. So on his way to Eagle, Tristan earned a total of 29 merit badges. Are they all on there?
Yes, they should.
They look odd, right? You're missing one right there. Yep. So, yep. In addition to the ones already mentioned, Tristan earned fun ones like leatherwork, horsemanship, rifle shooting, shotgun shooting, rowing, motorboating. Too many to mention. They're all there. And I'm sure if you ask him, he will tell you what every one of them are and what he had to do to earn them. Right? You remember that?
Yeah,
Okay.
most of them.
Now, there's also a phenomenon in, with the Scouts of Troop 53. Actually, there's two. It's two parts. One, they wait until they're almost aging out to say, oh, I got to get all my paperwork done in order to make Eagle. Yeah. The second thing is they tend to wait until the very end to do the hardest merit badges. I don't know why it is. It's not that they really are hard. It's
The longest.
they're the most they're the ones that are perceived to be the longest and the hardest, right? So the ones that Scouts usually wait to earn are the three citizenships, right? Citizenship in the world, citizenship in the nation, citizenship in the community, personal management, personal fitness, and occasionally we see the family life and communication also being ones that get held off to the end. I think that's largely the paperwork that's involved with those, right? It's keeping a log of everything.
Yeah.
So Tristan, making sure that he stuck with tradition, was no exception to this. He waited to the end In fact, his last 4 merit badges, let's see, Citizenship in the World, September 2019, Personal Fitness, November 2019, Citizenship in the Nation, August of 2020, and then Citizenship in the Community, January, this year.
Sounds like the same list.
Huh. When did you age out? When do you age out, right? April?
Already did.
Yeah. 3 months. Wow. Johnny,
Oh, great.
you got any words of wisdom for him, or any stories you want to tell about Tristan that you can share in front of family?
That's right, I gotta wait in front of family. Well, I came into the Scouts with my oldest boy quite a while ago. I get to see a lot of Scouts go through, and as with everything, I come in as a committee chair. I'm not, or as a committee member at the time, I'm not an assistant Scoutmaster. I'm not like these guys here where I can really tell the Scouts what to do. Problem is, I just have so much fun hanging out with these guys, so I get to know them all pretty well and stuff like that. When we come here to do merit badges, going out and doing the activities with the Scouts has been a blast. There's certain Scouts, each one of these Scoutmasters, Scout leaders will tell you, there's certain kids that stand out to us for certain reasons. And over time you think about it and all the kids that we see go through the program, and the one that stands out for me with Tristan is, I will say, watching him grow, granted he came in with 2 parents, and a lot of the kids I've come through with their dads. Tristan came through with his mom and dad. And to see him go through it as you're young, you come in, you want to be away from your parents. You're like, oh, don't embarrass me. And watching them grow up and seeing their hearts change, seeing Tristan change. When you first came over to the troop, you were trying to stay hands away. You kind of with the other first years, you were like, nope, mom and dad would get near me. I was like, nope, I'd push you away. And then towards the end, the last couple of years, he's always checking on Kim, always going over to find dad. And not for the simple fact that he needs to go check in with them. I want to see what they're doing. I want to know if we're hiking. Mom, here, I know you don't like heights. I'll help you. Dad, you're building something. Let me grab this for you and I'll come with you. And that was the greatest thing about watching you, Tristan, is watching you as you grew through your Scout career. You went from the little kid that kind of hid in the corner to being outgoing, caring, and watching your heart grow on that. And I think as life continues with you, continuing to watch you grow in your path, I'm seeing it more and more, and I think we're going to see a lot more of that as you continue to grow.
Thank you.
Follow.
Cool.
I'm not going to burn you too much.
You didn't do, no?
No, I'm going to be nice to you.
Yes,
So,
it was nice.
plus I'm ready for cake and drinks and good stuff afterwards. So,
Do you have anything you want to add?
No, I got through that part now, so he'll get to hear from me again.
all right.
Good.
I'll get his tongue tied. All right.
I'm going to leave it to you.
All right.
Right.
You need that. Okay. At this time, we are honored actually to have what we're calling the reading of the Eagle Scout, and that is going to be by the Troop 53 Eagle Scouts themselves that are present here today. So if you guys could please come up and go with that, appreciate it.
The Scouts gave you a challenge, and you've met it faithfully, my friend. But it's quite hard to understand just all it will mean in the end. An Eagle Scout, you've reached the top, or have you only just begun? I'm betting that you will not stop with so much glory to be won.
For life holds out a challenge too, a mountain high for you to scale. And with the training Scouts gave you, there's really no such word as fail.
And so as you press on ahead, you'll find and made much work like play. As the task before you spread, they'll find you ready, so I'll say.
Congratulations, Eagle Scout. The world before you is now spread. Scouts taught you much what life's about. Prepare you well for what's ahead.
You are dismissed. So Tristan, you're about to join the ranks of Eagle Scout. Before doing so, however, we ask you to recommit yourself to Scouting's essential principles. Tristan, I have this honor to give you the Eagle Charge on the occasion of your elevation to the highest rank in Scouting. The Scouts of all nations constitute one of the most wholesome and significant movements in the world's history. You have been judged by the Boy Scouts of America of being worthy of the highest rank in this great movement. All who know you rejoice in your achievement. Your position, as you know, is one of honor and responsibility. You are a marked man. As an Eagle Scout, you have assumed a solemn obligation to do your duty to God, to country, and to your fellow Scouts, and to mankind in general. This is a great undertaking. As you live up to your obligations, you bring honor to yourself and to your brother Scouts. America has many good things to give you and your children, but these good things depend, for the most part, on the quality of her citizens. Our country has a great past, and you can help make the future even greater. I charge you, Tristan, to undertake your citizenship with a solemn dedication. Be a leader, but lead only toward the best. Lift up every task you do and every office you hold in the highest level of service to God and to your fellow man. We have too many who use their strength and their brains to exploit others to gain selfish ends. I charge you, Tristan, to be among those who dedicate your skills and ability to common good. Build America on the solid foundation of clean living, honest work, unselfish citizenship, and reverence for God. And whatever others may do, you will leave behind a record of which every other scout may be justly proud. Tristan, you will now rededicate yourself by repeating the Scout Oath. Repeat it slowly as you stand before the 3 lighted candles representing the 3 parts of the Scout Oath. Resolve to maintain the perseverance that has brought you thus far. Would you please stand? And with the Scout sign, give us the Scout Oath.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight.
2. Your conduct along the trail has been excellent. You have rededicated yourself to the principles of scouting. But one more thing is important, your future. As an Eagle Scout, you become a guide to other scouts of lower rank. You become an example in your community. Remember that your actions are now a little more conspicuous, easy for me to say, and people will expect more of you. To falter in your responsibility would not only reflect upon you, but on your fellow Eagles and all of Scouting. Tristan, I challenge you to enter this Eagle Brotherhood, holding ever before you without reservation the ideals of honor and service. By the repetition of the Eagle Scout promise before your fellow members, you will become an Eagle Scout. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing your eternal loyalty to the code of the Eagle Scout with the words which close the Declaration of Independence. Would the Scouts, parents, and guests please stand? Tristan, would you please repeat after me? I reaffirm my allegiance
I reaffirm my allegiance
to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath.
to the 3 promises of the Scout Oath.
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself
the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
the obligations and responsibilities of the Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best
I will do my best
to make my training an example,
to make my training an example,
My rank and my influence
my rank and my influence
count strongly
count strongly
for better scouting
for better scouting
and for better citizenship
and for better citizenship
in my troop
in my troop
and in my community
and in my community
and in my contacts with other people.
and in my contacts with other people.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
2. Parents, families, please be seated. Tristan, you can take your seat. And would our Eagle Scout escort please escort the family to their seats? Make sure they get in the right seats, guys. We already.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Take the box.
Just in case, Wes wants to cry.
Can't cry and get nervous.
We, Troop 53's got a pretty good history here in Alton, and we have, I'm kind of ad-libbing here a little bit, so just bear with me a second. We've, almost all of our leadership has gone through Wood Badge, so we have spent a lot of time at this camp, and both Wes and Kim are Wood Badgers, and there's other Wood Badgers here, and that's a leadership thing for us as leaders. I know Mr. Tuttle and myself have also gone through it by the neckerchiefs. And if you look around, some of the other dignitaries that are here with us today, or guests of ours, are also Wood Badgers. And so I just want to recognize that we do have those guests with us today. But importantly, Tristan found a friendship and a coach and a mentor in Mr. John Arrico. And when I think back to Wood Badge, and I think back to some of the folks that have touched me and my leadership, and it's some of the people that are here today, and I'm proud and honored to invite Mr. John Arrico up here to present the award to Tristan as his mentor.
I tried.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
You got the glasses on, right?
It's all good. This is probably one of the most beautiful settings that we have as an organization in the Dan Webster Council in terms of having an Eagle Court of Honor or any kind of a ceremony. And I think it's very fitting too that what we have behind us is the Scout Law. And as I was trying to think about Tristan and, is there any particular one that is most, that I most identify you with, I realized it wasn't there. And hold on, bear with me. And it's because through our conversations and everything else, and actually it's probably loyal, to be honest with you, but it's because you hold family dear to you. And that came out a lot in our conversations when we would sit down and we would talk about different topics. And it came out very clear in terms of your ambitions, in terms of where you want to go forward. And so I know that family is something that's very important to you. One of my greatest remembrances of a post on Facebook that your mom posted, and it was you were sitting in your yard and your sister was sitting right next to you. And one of the beautiful things is that who knows what you guys were talking about, but it was the greatest moment of two siblings sitting next to each other having a good relationship. It could have been Izzy had a problem at school and she was confiding in Tristan and he was providing advice, or it could have been the other way around. But it didn't matter because it was one of the most beautiful moments
that I know I've ever seen on Facebook. And oftentimes we take family for granted, and I can tell you, you don't. You hold them near and dear to your heart. So, we're going to go ahead and get started. Tristan, would you mind standing up for me, please? And if you stand right here. Mom, Dad, would you mind standing on either side? Kim, would you please pin this Eagle badge on your son's left chest pocket, please? And let the world know that he is an Eagle Scout. Yeah,
He just said he never poked you.
That's it. We'll do it over.
Wes, please place this neckerchief and eagle slide around your son's neck to tell the world you will continue to support him as he continues to grow into adulthood. Tristan, please present your parents with these pins in recognition of their love, encouragement, and trust in you. I would now like to present to you your framed Eagle Scout certificate in recognition of Scouting's highest achievement. Tristan, in addition to the other significant items of memorabilia that you've received today, you are also going to receive the flag of the United States. This flag was flown over the United States Capitol in your honor in achieving the rank of Eagle. The American flag is a symbol of freedom and liberty. That freedom and liberty were the result of many who persevered despite the challenges they faced in the day. Tristan, we stand here today not only to celebrate your accomplishment of earning the rank of Eagle, but to recognize your perseverance in your pursuit. Remind yourself as you start your next chapter that not all things come easy. But if you look at life's speed bumps optimistically, then nothing is impossible. I leave you with the following. You may be disappointed if you fail, but you will never learn if you don't try, and know that you did your best. Congratulations, Tristan.
Mr. Rico, I have something for you. This is a mentor pen.
It's a lot of fun.
Speech. Speech.
And not just let's eat.
No speech from me tonight, but a lot of thank yous. I have to head over here real quick. Could I have Mr. and Mrs. Tuttle come up with Mrs. and Mr. Kessler, please?
Oh.
No, this is the flowers are for your wife.
No, they're not.
There's that.
Thank you.
Little edible bag.
I'm wondering about
bag.
that.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I have Miss Gilmore and Mr. Meyer come up, please. And I'll have Mr. Batty too, please.
He's cooking.
Oh, he's up there cooking?
Yeah, him and Corey.
Am I getting flowers too?
Yep. This is for you. This is for you.
Thank you.
Don't know.
Don't run off yet. Great, don't run off.
Gotta get you these first.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
My color.
Yellow.
Matches your hair.
Alright, could I have Mr. Rico come back up, please? Oh, and you have your wife come up.
Anna, is the flower for her? You know,
I
it was
know
my
you were
it was
looking
my
forward
color
to
too.
it. See, she's even wearing the right
More
color.
hers.
There's that.
Thank you very much.
There's this.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. May I have my grandmother, my grandfather, and my sister come up, please?
Your grandmother didn't help.
Yes, I can help her. Grampy's gone. Look at that.
She's going the big way.
Oh, you looking Grampy? This is for you.
The red in the bag.
That looks cute on that motorcycle.
Oh, this is for you. You're welcome. You didn't ask, so. There's a bag for you in there. You can have this. I'll take it. Let me walk you back. I did. I gave everyone one. Family gets one. Well, I think I have to have the color guard. No, we don't need to do that. It's just the stuff that's giving me. It's just the ending. Thank you everyone for showing up. We have food and refreshments up there. And, what? Oh yeah, Mr. Tuttle, would you like to come back up, please?
Sure, Tony.
And Mr. Kessler?
Thanks, Tristan.
Benediction.
You like me better.
The benediction.
Hold it, wait.
Uh-oh.
Johnny,
that just blew over.
you looking for this?
Yes. You do not want me to ad-lib this.
Sorry.
Thank you, Mr. Meyer. All right. So we're getting close to the end. Will you all please stand again for the benediction? Let us pray. Dear God, an Eagle Court of Honor marks the end of one path. But, Tristan, your journey does not end here. Today, as he leaves here, he leaves with a new path in front of him. A path that will be paved with many new challenges. A path that will have many storms along the way. It will be during these times he will look inside of himself and remember, he is an eagle. For as the threatening clouds start to hover, he will not fold up his wings and run for cover. But like an eagle, he will spread his wings and soar above the clouds, above the troubles life brings. For an eagle knows that the higher he flies, the more tranquil and bright the skies become. There's nothing in life that we are ever asked to bear that, like the eagle, we can't soar above. And in looking back over the storm you pass, you find you have gained more strength and new courage. You will remember your path and all those who have helped you along your way. So as we leave here today, Tristan, remember, you're an eagle. This is not a destination, but a way of life. And for all those that are here physically and spiritually today, it is up to us to continue to watch over you as you continue your new journey in life. Amen.
Well, I was gonna, have a nice big long closing and, go back through all of Tristan's career in scouting, but he stole my thunder. He already said it. So if everyone would join the Whittiers and Tristan for refreshments up at Carter Lodge, that's it. That wraps up the Eagle ceremony. Thank you.